What's going on, everyone? I just thought I'd turn the camera on to maybe show you guys something that you may not have seen before. You know, for all you Amazon shoppers and you excessive spenders, if you ever wondered how you're able to get all these goods, well, you know that they are imported. A lot of stuff is imported that is, stuff that's not made here in America. It's imported through the piers. And the piers, or the ports, whatever you want to call it, are where drivers like myself take the containers that come in on the boats, and we get them loaded to our trucks. So I am currently at a port, and I thought I'd show you guys an interesting process of how this all goes down for those who are interested. Right now I am currently waiting for this giant machine, which is right here. See that? Quite incredible, isn't it? Now that thing is going to come down and lower that container, that big square brown thing that has merchandise in it, onto a truck, like how you see here. This is mine, this big green one right here. And I'm waiting for that machine to come take my container off and replace it with one like this, or a different one. It might be a different color. But overall, that's how the process works. Now, getting in these places and finding your way around is a whole nother beast. Because right now, everything is pretty much cool, calm, and collective, but it gets very hectic out here. Drivers get killed. People get in fights out here trying to get their loads, because this is money out here, y'all. This is big money. And, yeah, look at us going down. Maybe I can get a close-up view when the crane or whatever that thing is that's lowering that container, when it comes over here and loads up one of these guys that have already had their containers removed from their truck. Or maybe I can film mine if I get lucky. As you can see, my truck is here and this truck is right here. It currently has no container because that crane has came and removed it. So I'm going to see if I can get some footage for you guys to show you how this thing works. It's quite incredible. I'm kind of awestruck right now because I'm new to this. This is actually my first time doing this solo. And my first time going through this type of process, because sometimes, I think it's coming. Yep, I think one is coming now to, no, maybe I'm wrong. But this is the first time I'm doing this process this way. Usually what we do is we drive our trucks up to a giant pile of containers, kind of like that over there, and there's a large truck with clamps on it that clamps one of those things down, the designated one that we're supposed to haul away from this area. And before that, they take mine off and they do whatever they do with it, put it wherever it needs to go, with all the rest of the empty ones that have no stuff in them, the unloaded ones. And then they take a loaded one and place it down on my truck. And the thing that they place it down on is called a chassis. That's the bottom part, as you see the wheels. I'll show you. I will show you. This truck here has a naked chassis. That is, there is no container on the back of that truck. That's a naked chassis. My truck right there has a loaded chassis. There's a container on it, and it will be removed. Let me go back and step back in my booth, because this is actually a safety zone where we're supposed to stand while the process, while the process takes place. Look at that. Now that thing is going to go back. And it's going to place that container that it took off of that truck over there in some pile and return with a loaded container, or maybe an empty one. I'm not sure. But yes, that is the process. Oh, look, I think one is coming now. Get ready to get lucky and see a truck get loaded. Hopefully this one's coming close to me. Nope, it's stopping. But yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, this is the life of a port truck driver. It's quite interesting. They pay pretty well. And yeah, I'm going to be doing this for a little while to see if this lifestyle suits me. Long hours, 14, sometimes 16 hours, man, So it's really up to us to enjoy the time we have off. We got to take full advantage of time off, getting your rest, and really spending that quality time with your family. You guys, the life of a truck driver is not easy. It's trust me, money is very important, but it is not as important as spending time with your family. One day I'm going to get out of this game and focus more on spending time with my family. Fortunately for me, they understand what's going on with me, and they're on board with my time being very limited with them. That's why you see me doing videos at the beach and things like that. You gotta, my nose is so oily. It's just so stuffy out here, y'all. It's California heat, But yes, indeed. I just wanted to come and show you guys the process of how this works, and hopefully, like I said, I can get a close-up of one of these things lowering down and taking my container, or lowering a container down on one of these trucks next to me. So I'm going to pause and come back when the process is taking place. All right. Peace. See, we get to get a nice close-up view of the process right now. I'm going to film that container coming down to the naked chassis of that truck right there. Let me zoom on in. I guess it stops there to line itself up correctly. And yeah. Now, when that thing comes down onto the chassis, there are locks in each corner of that container. Well, I'm sorry, that the chassis has locks on it that locks into those little holes. Let's see if I can do my finger as an indicator. Right there, there's little holes in each corner of that container. 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And the chassis has locks on them that we have to make sure that are fully locked in before we pull that thing out of here, because there's been several incidences where guys have forgotten to lock those pins, and during a turn, I think you can guess what happens. It's a major fuck up, you know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully it'll come on down and we can finish finish seeing the process of how this goes. Like I said, this is some incredible stuff here, y'all. I mean, this machine it's enormous, you know. It's the size of a building, a rolling building, you know. And just the sheer genius of craftsmanship when building these things. I mean, you gotta let's sit back and admire what it takes this economy to continue, you know. The process of, you know, shipping goods in and getting goods to where they are supposed to go. I think it's very much underappreciated. You know, we just take advantage of things just being where they need to be so we can purchase them. But really take time out sometimes to think about the big picture and how these things go. How these types of machines and this process really has made our society a convenient one, you know. Because those other countries, you know, a lot of countries don't have this kind of thing, y'all. For those of you who are really clowning and down in the United States of America, things like this make me appreciate it, you know, despite the fact that, you know, as a black man, we go through all types of hell over here. But hey, this ain't the 60s, this ain't the 50s, you know. And yeah, we have our problems, but I'm here to tell you, y'all, we definitely can get over these problems if we just take a little time and reflect on what the big picture is. And when I say the big picture, I mean, what is humanity really about? You know, what are we designed to do? What are we supposed to do here? You know, are we supposed to conquer this planet like so many people do, so many people think? It's a good question, but I think, personally, I don't think we're supposed to conquer this planet. I think every single tribe on this planet was placed here for a reason. And that reason is to preserve this planet, not conquer it, not rule over it. I think that every single human being has a specific job. Every single tribe has a specific job to do on this planet, you know, because we only got one, just like we only got one life. And just like our lives, we have to preserve that as well as this planet. We have to we have to treat that as a responsibility as we do our lives, preserving this planet. You know, people get so caught up in religion and God and this and that, and, you know, I don't know what's going on after life, and I really don't care because, hell, I'm alive right now. I'm not concerned with what happens after I die. I just know that I value integrity and morality and treating others as I wish to be treated, and that's how I move out here on this in this life, you know. And that whatever God is, you know, hey, I don't know, but I do know that that sun gives this whole planet life, and it gives us life because it gives the planet life, and the planet is what sustains our lives. So why not preserve it? Why are we being so trivial and fickle over conquest? You dig what I'm saying? I don't know. Just coming off the top of the dome right now. And looks like that crane has stopped it, and it's not it's not lowering that thing down. So I don't know if I'll be able to film the process for you guys. Hopefully I will, you know, because it's quite oh, we got one coming. Let's see if it comes over here. If it does, we're gonna get some good juicy footage. Come on, man, it's stopping. See, I wonder what it's doing when it's stopping. See, I don't know, it's lowering something down, but oh well. We shall try again, all right? See you in a little bit. Uh-oh, here we go. I get to film the process, y'all. It's gonna take my container off. Hopefully, things go smoothly. Come on down, big boy. Okay, there go the clamps. What you gonna do? Oh, okay, I see. Coming down. Coming down. Come on down. Locks in at the top. Looks like it hooks into the pins. I didn't notice there were holes up top right there. Oh. And it is removing the container from my chassis. Wow, this is interesting. Alright, what you gonna do with it? You gonna sit there and hold it? Get it off of me. Give me my load so I can get out of here. Apparently this takes quite a while because that one is still hanging over there. We're going to go ahead and film this process so you guys can see exactly what goes on to get you those bars of soap, them drawers you got on your funky ass, makeup, eyeliner, your shoes, your PlayStations, your flat screens, you know, everything. With exceptions of grocery, and some grocery too, you know. Yeah. So I guess it's going to stand still for quite some time before it continues the process. But you guys can see exactly what goes on now. And again, I do apologize for, well, not again, I apologize for all the clips that I have to splice together. I know it looks kind of unprofessional, but who cares, you know? Also apologize for not bringing you guys more content of substance. But I'm trying to be as transparent as I can, you guys. My life consists of a lot of work hours, you know, and it's very hard to sit down and map out your thoughts, write them down, you know, give the proper book references and jot things down. You know, it's kind of tough to do when you have this profession. So we're gonna do it the best way we can, and maybe during these down times such as this, when I'm at these ports, you know, it does consist of a lot of waiting sometimes. So maybe we can knock out some content that way, you know. Hell, I'm actually way behind in content. I was supposed to address a young man by the name of Morris. He had a question for me on one of my uploads, and I told him I'd do a video response. And also, there's a lot of things I would like to talk about as far as marriage and, you know, manhood, accountability, resting in accountability, giving you guys some of my experiences in life. You know, get real transparent about what I went through after my divorce. You know, a lot of shit happened, you know. You guys don't understand what a man goes through when he's fully invested in a marriage. Then all of a sudden it falls apart, you know. And it's really messed up when it's really not his doing, you know, when he thinks he's doing everything right. But as I said before, when you're a truck driver, you must take time to spend with your family, because your presence is needed at home, you know, especially if your marriage is built on a faulty foundation. Yeah. So yeah, man, this thing ain't moving. It's steady, staying here, but the process has begun, and I am one step closer to getting the hell up out of here. You know, kind of hungry. I need to get some food. Shit. So I think I'm going to sign out for you guys, to you guys, and bid you farewell. Hope you've enjoyed this brief taping, and yeah, thanks for checking me out. All right, peace. Take it away.